folks. Remember when presidential inaugural addresses talked about the big picture, talked about the greatness of the country and the people of the country, talked about the things that we agreed on. It was a time to come together, bury the hatchet, so to speak. Talk about the things that we could do together, that we agreed on to make our country even great. Talk about where we've been as a nation, the hardships, all of that, but what we can do to come together to make our country great. Bury the hatchet, as Abraham Lincoln would say, with malice toward none. Well, if you heard President Obama's inaugural, none of that. Totally different. Shots at the Republicans. Same old rich versus poor baloney that we heard during the campaign. Basically, another campaign rally for his people. In your face, the greatness of government, the greatness of collective action, not what you can do as an individual, not what you can do to make your country better, but what your country can give to you to make you better. He even went so far as to say that the preservation of freedom ultimately requires collective action. I've never heard such baloney. Collective action doesn't bring about the preservation of freedom. You preserve freedom by getting bureaucrats and federal government officials, especially presidents of the United States, to get their hands out of the pockets of the American people and their foot off their neck. That's the way you preserve freedom. Collective action will take freedom more than it will preserve it. And of course, what he didn't mention is the fact we're going bankrupt as a nation, and just kind of parenthetically, as we move toward his brand of a welfare state. So there you have it. He's free to be himself now. He's free to be what he's always been as he takes us along the journey toward becoming more and more like Western Europe. He's basically saying, I've got my 51% or whatever it is. I've cobbled together my various interest groups that are looking to the government. And to heck with the rest of you guys. He's made some serious mistakes already. His hubris has already gotten him into trouble. He thinks with his Second Amendment thing, this gun thing, for example, that he's changed the nation's opinion about all that. I came into politics in 1994 in the national politics. I know how people feel about the Second Amendment. Bill Clinton learned how people feel about the Second Amendment. You notice that guns have been off the table for 20 years now in American politics because Democrats got scared to death, took it off the table because they got beat over the head with their attempts to intrude on the Second Amendment. That is not gone. I don't care what the public opinion poll said. Obama is wrong about this, and he is going to learn that the American people are still intent on preserving their rights, and he's going to learn it in 2014. We've got off-year elections, House and Senate. In the Senate, for example, we're going to keep the House. In the Senate, for example, you got 7 Democrat senators up in red Republican states. They do not want to vote on gun control, I assure you. And one of the best things Republicans are doing now, pressing Harry Reid on a budget and pressing Harry Reid to say, okay, let's have some up or down votes on this gun control. My friends, we've still got our country. It's still in our hands. We've got our country and we're going to keep it. Stay tuned. Thank you.